Abusive. He's taken my wheelchair, my crutches, my scooter.
The man here yanks her out of her wheelchair by pulling her hair.
Is there a problem with that?
And he's the reason why I'm in this wheelchair now. He had drugs in the car. It was a high-speed chase. We went through a red light.
I don't owe you nothing.
Not only did the man cause you to lose your leg, but now he abuses you by taking your wheelchair, taking your cane.
And tells me to crawl.
And tells you to crawl.
Crawl. Crawl, bitch. Hop.
When she starts relying on me to cook, clean, wash.
You caused her to lose her leg.
So
you should be helping her.
She got broke. But wait, I treat you like a. That's how you act. That's how
No, you're acting like
a man. I'm a man.
I'm going to take your wife away from you.
She don't need your help. She can get up and walk herself.
Do you feel like a man when you're abusing your wife? You say you're here because...
I'm taking my power back. I'm taking my power. You got a lot of nerve. You need to apologize to me.
In fact, why don't you crawl across the stage?
Not to be scared.
I'll tell you what, why don't you hop, bitch, huh? Welcome to the show. My guest is Portia. And Portia, why did you call the show?
I called the show because my husband's very abusive. Very, very abusive. Manipulative, controlling. He's done a lot of things to me that it's just not right. It's just not right. He's taken my wheelchair, my crutches, my scooter, my cane, my walker. He's been very abusive. This guy stopped me on the street and said, you know, gee, you got a pretty smile. He slapped him so hard, I started crying. He slapped this man, it was crazy. And he told me, that's my wife, don't speak to her, don't even look at her. We walk across the street, he stops traffic, he takes his time, you know, and he curses the people out walking across the street. His mouth is like a garbage can.
How long have you known your husband?
We've been together 10 years.
You've been together 10 years?
We've been together 10 years, and he's the reason why I'm in this wheelchair now.
And why is that?
He was coming to get me, pick me up, and he had drugs in the car, and it was a high-speed chase. I heard the sirens, and we went through a red light. Out of the corner of my eye, I seen a car coming, and that's all I remember. I went into a coma. I was in a coma for 8 weeks. 8 weeks. I don't remember anything. From my understanding that he didn't even stop to take me to the hospital. He didn't stop. He didn't stop until he got caught.
What happened between the two of you after this happened?
We're still together. He's by my side through all of this. But it seemed like over the years he's gotten very controlling, very manipulative, very abusive. Like, I owe him something.
Not only did the man cause you to lose your leg, but now he abuses you by taking your wheelchair, taking your cane.
And tells me to crawl.
And tells you to crawl.
Crawl, bitch. Crawl. Hop. Get here the best. You want this? Come and get it. You know, he takes my cell phone. He locks me in a room. He wants me to eat what he wants me to eat. He doesn't even want me to wear shoes, high heels. He's very abusive. Very abusive.
When did the abuse start?
I should have picked up on the signs several years ago, but this last 2 years, 3 years, it's gotten worse, worse. Like, he just don't give a damn.
Is there a reason for it?
I don't know if he feels that I owe him something, but the thing is, I think he owes me something. He owes me a lot.
Does he cheat on you?
Yes. Out of all of this, he has a child, 5-year-old child. We broke up for a week or so, and this is the results. That's the results. So he cheats, lies, steals. He does it all.
You say you're here because...
I'm taking my power back. I'm taking my power back.
Is it my understanding that you want to stay with him?
I feel like I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place. If he can get help, and if he can change, because there's some.
But aren't some of these acts towards you unforgivable?
Well, for me to heal, I gotta forgive. For me to get through this,
Okay, that's
I have
true,
to
but
forgive.
how do you stay with somebody like that?
It's hard for me to leave. It's just hard.
Have you
for
ever
me.
tried to leave?
I left for like a day, 3 days. I come back home. He gave my mink coat away because I left. He gave my mink coat away because I left. Something in my heart says, if to go on, to move on, I have to forgive him. I have to forgive him. But I don't know how to move on at this moment.
I'm told he embarrasses you.
He don't care if it's a child or if it's a grandmother. He don't care. His mouth, he'll curse anybody out. He talks to them like they're no good. He talks to everybody like that. Everybody.
And what do you love about him?
Well, when we first got together,
That was 10 years ago.
yeah. But I still feel that there's a change. He probably could change.
He did change. He went from a good guy to a bad guy.
First of all, I don't owe you nothing. I treat you like a that's how you act. That's how I am.
You're acting like
I'm a man. I'm a man.
You need to apologize to me.
In fact, why don't you crawl across the stage?
Not
Agua?
these things.
I'll tell you what, why don't you hop, bitch, huh?
He was charming, cunning. Maybe I just didn't pay attention to the signs.
Do you think maybe because of the accident and because you lost the leg that maybe that's what changed him, or
Like he might owe me something. That's how he feels.
or maybe he resents you? I don't know.
He hasn't talked to me about being resentfulness, but maybe he does because I do depend on him on a lot of stuff.
Well, you should be able to depend on him. If he causes to and you're married to him, you should be able to depend on him.
He thinks that I'm strong, that no matter what, I'm still going to be strong through all of this. I'm in counseling now. I'm in a support group for battered women, and it took this year, it's just like the last 6 months I've been going, and I know that it's not right. It's just not right that way he treats me. Something there compels me. It doesn't compel me, but it just keeps me here.
You must obviously blame him for the accident, right?
I blame him for all of this, but like I said, I don't want to hold any grudges. Or I'm mad. I'm very angry, but I need to move. It's time in my life. I need to move on. Put this behind me.
Well, and I'm glad you hear that, and I'm glad that you turned to a group for support. But how about just putting him behind you? Just move on.
It's hard. It makes me feel like that there's nobody else out there for me. There's nobody out there for you. Nobody's going to want you.
But see, you're at an age, you're old enough. That happens when you're 16, 17, 18. You break up and you think there's nobody else out there for you. But, you know, when we're our age, you know that there's always somebody out there for you.
It's just the way it makes me feel. He's taking my self-esteem. He's taking all of that away from me.
I listen to a strong woman. I hear, you know, a sensitive woman that doesn't want to be treated wrong anymore.
I just don't know. I've never been in a situation like this. Never been abused. Never. No one talked to me like this. And it's just, I don't know how to get out of it. If I bring the police in and he says he's going to sabotage me so I can get arrested also.
Does he feel bad at all?
He doesn't show it. He doesn't feel it.
Has he ever apologized for the accident?
He's never apologized for it.
He's never said, I'm sorry I fled the police and you were in a coma
Never, ever,
and you lost
ever,
your leg.
Ever apologized.
He never apologized.
Never apologized.
And then he went and he slept with somebody else and a 5-year-old kid.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
yeah.
well, what did he say about it?
Things happen.
Things happen.
Things happen. You know, I left, and I guess because we broke up for a week, or It was like, it was my fault, and this is what you get for leaving me. You know, I was like, okay.
And you're sure? I want a definite answer from you. Do you want to stay with him?
If he gets help, if he can get some help, yeah.
And help for the cheating, the abuse, the lack of apology, the lack of remorse for what he's did for you. Exactly what help and what? And treating you cruelly.
To see his ways.
Speaking to you the way he does.
If he can get some help and he can amend his ways, yeah.
All right. Let's bring out your husband, John.
You know, you got the colossal nerve. First of all, I don't owe you nothing. Everything that you got yourself into, you knew it before you met me. You brought this amongst yourself. You knew about the accident. You knew my lifestyle. You knew everything about me. You rely on me too much. You want me to cook, clean, wash, bathe you. Like you can't do nothing for yourself. You can do everything you want for yourself. Everything you want. You got a crutcher, you got a cane, you got a walker, you got everything. What you need me for? The way I treat you like a bitch because that's how you act. Everything that you get, that's how you act. You want me to pull your hair? Because you make me pull your hair. You want to be treated like a bitch? I treat you like a bitch. You want me to lock you in the closet? Because you deserve to be locked in the closet. Everything you do, listen. What? This is your wife. I don't listen. That's how she acts. The way she acts, that's how I'm going to treat her.
I'm not going to call your wife that on my show.
She acts like that.
I don't
That's
care.
how she acts.
Do you understand?
That's how she acts.
She is your wife.
And I love her. You know what? She's not going nowhere, and I'm not going nowhere.
You show her
She's
love
not
by
going nowhere.
dressing her as a bitch?
Yeah, because that's how she acts. Like a little girl, so I treat her like a little girl.
What do you think you're acting like right now?
I'm man. That's how I am.
No, you're acting like a bitch yourself.
I'm a man, so that's how men act. Men act like this, you know what I mean? If you was in her way, it'd be the same thing.
First of all, get off me.
If you was in her way, it'd be the same thing. The same thing. If you was her, it'd be the same thing.
Take her off
same
stage.
thing. If you was her, it'd be the same thing. She don't need your help. She can get up and walk herself. All she got to do is grab the back of it and get her walk on. Come on. She don't need nobody's help.
You're the man here. Yanks her out of her wheelchair by pulling her hair.
Is there a problem with that?
I'll tell you what, why don't you hop, bitch, huh? Why don't you hop?
I don't feel sympathy, remorse for nothing I do, how I do it, what's getting done. So, what's the problem? You tell me. You gonna tell me how to treat my wife? I sleep with her. You don't sleep with her. So until you're in my shoes, then you can tell me how to treat her.
I love that saying. Until you're in my shoes.
And you can't fit my shoes. Because yours look a little too big and mine is a 10. You can't fit my shoes. You can't be in my predicament. So it's nothing you can do about this situation.
You know what I always like to say?
What? What would you like to say?
I don't want to walk in a dirtbag shoes.
I'm not a dirtbag. I'm never a dirtbag. Never a dirtbag. I'm real. I'm real with mine. I'm blunt. I'm very outspoken, and that's life. You know what I mean? I'm very outspoken. I'm very blunt, and I'll never be a scumbag. And I treat people the way they want to be treated. You want to be treated like a scumbag, I treat you like a scumbag.
What if everybody just went around treating you like that?
I don't see it happening.
Oh, really?
I don't see it happening.
So I hear you go up to a guy, compliment your wife, you just give him a slap to the face?
Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be.
That's how it's supposed to be? You know,
she's a reflection of me.
I think your wife's really good looking.
She's a beautiful woman.
Why don't
she's a beautiful woman. Yeah. I met her with both of her legs, and she still got both of her legs.
Well, I'm just wondering why you don't slap me in the face.
She uses that out of the crutch. If you put your hands on me, you know what I mean? I defend my soul.
I'm saying, I said your wife's beautiful. How come you're not slapping me?
Because it's really not that serious right now.
Well, you slap somebody else.
I'm in Boston. I know the consequences.
You know what you can get away with, right?
Yeah, that's
Here,
right.
you don't know what you might get away with, right?
They're definitely right.
Yeah.
They're definitely right. I'm in your town. I'm in your town. You're definitely right about that. I'm in your town. If you was in my town and complimented her, you'd probably be...
Why don't you shut your mouth long enough
Okay.
now, all right?
You're not telling me nothing I want to hear.
You're the man here. Last 3 years, he abuses his handicapped wife, steals her wheelchair, crutches, scooter, and says, "Crawl, bitch, crawl." Tells her to hop.
All the time.
tells her to hop, locks her in her room, tells her when to eat and sleep, yanks her out of her wheelchair by pulling her hair.
Is there a problem with that?
Got them evicted, steals her phone,
My phone.
lives off her disability check, cheats on her consistently, fathered a child by another woman while being married to her.
That's the consequences of pissing me off.
Yeah.
She burned that on herself.
Ripped up her
Everything
clothing.
I do to her, she makes me do.
Ripped up her fur coat when she tried to kick him out.
I bought it. It was
And,
mine.
embarrasses her in public.
She embarrasses herself.
What is your problem? You flee from the police. You put your wife in a coma.
She put herself in a
her,
coma.
She loses her leg, and this is how you treat the woman that you supposedly love.
She puts herself in the coma. She
And
knew everything I was about before I did it.
She stays by you.
She's
as
not
bad
going
as
away.
you are, as despicable as a human being you are, she still wonders, like
She's
she
not
wants you
going
to change.
She's not. I'll change when she changes. When she goes back to the old Portia, then I'll change. When she starts relying on me to cook, clean, wash. That she
You
can do.
caused her to lose her leg.
So
you should be helping her.
She got both of her legs. She got both of her legs. That's a crutch. She got both of her legs. She got both of her legs. The right here, she can
How does it feel to alter somebody's life forever?
My
Why?
life
'Cause
was
you-
off to lose.
For
My life was
freeing
off
the
to lose.
police, you don't put your wife, you don't think about her safe. You act like a dangerous.
Listen, on. She knew what was going on. That's how she met me. She knew everything that was going on. She knew it. So it was coming. She knew
Did you
it
ever
was.
apologize to her?
For what?
For
am I
making
gonna
her lose her
apologize?
leg?
No, hell no. I'm not going to feel sympathy and apologize for what happened. I could have lost my life, too.
Because of what you're doing. Not because of what she did, because what you chose
And that's
to
how
do.
she met me. That's how she met me. That's how she met me. She met me like that. So she don't got no choice but to do it. That's how she met me. She met me in the lifestyle, and that's how she's going to stay.
met you
in
in
the
that
lifestyle.
lifestyle.
That's my lifestyle.
You know, it's truly amazing.
What's amazing about it?
It's amazing that this woman stays with you for 2 seconds.
Because
you come out here.
She's accustomed to it. She's accustomed to it.
You know what?
She likes that.
You know what?
She's accustomed to
You know
that
what the
lifestyle.
problem is?
She's accustomed to that lifestyle.
Where are you from again?
I'm from Boston, Mass.
You know what?
Born and raised.
You know what the problem is?
What's the problem?
Some guys over there need to be kicking your ass every day.
Never. No. It'll never happen. It'll never happen in a million years. Nobody kicking my butt. I don't see nobody whooping my butt. Nobody. Nobody.
I don't believe that.
I don't see nobody. Nobody.
You know, I'm kind of wondering if you really like this because I keep seeing you smiling like you think it's a joke.
I'm a monster, that's why.
You're a monster.
a monster.
Do you feel like a man when you're
am.
abusing
I
your
am.
wife? I'm going to take your wife away from you.
You need to apologize to me.
In fact, why don't you crawl across the stage out
Never.
of these stores? How do you feel you're not responsible for this accident, huh?
Because I'm not, because she met me in the game, and she knew
Oh,
what was
so
coming.
she said, yes, flee from the police right now. Get into an accident so I lose my leg.
That-
She feels responsible.
Listen, it is what it is. It's reality. It comes with the territory. She uses her leg as a crutch, and she has both of her legs. She didn't wear it today because she wanted somebody to feel sympathy for her.
She doesn't have two real legs, her own legs.
All she got to do is the remote control that she had in the pocket for her other leg is put it on third gear, and she can walk on third gear, just like a car, and do for herself. Instead of relying on me to do for her. She can do everything for herself. Like she wants me to go in cabinets and get her canned goods. She got a little remote control thing that she presses that can get her own canned goods.
Why don't you get the damn can for her if she wants
Because she can
it?
do it herself. She don't need to rely on me for everything. She can rely on her own self. Listen, first of all,
What do you
when
do?
I went to jail,
What do you do?
I do
What
everything.
do you
Listen,
do?
I went to jail for 4 months. I changed my bedroom to my living room to my bedroom. I came back out of jail, and my big ass dress and everything was back by herself. She didn't need me to do that so she don't need me to do it. She don't need me to do it for her now. Plain and simple. If she can bring my bedroom back to my living room and my living room back for her bedroom, why does she need me to get a measly ass can that only weighs 5 pounds when she's moving 20 pounds and 50-pound dresses?
Are you on drugs right now?
Nah, never. Nah. Ask her. She did it. Ask her what she did. By herself. without
You're
my
her damn
help.
husband. If you don't
Yeah.
want to help, why do you stay with her?
Why do I stay with her?
Yeah, why do you stay with her if you're going to act like this?
Because I want her to get back to her old self and let her know that she don't need me.
How can somebody get back to their old self?
Because
when you
she's a
stole
strong
it,
woman.
when you won't even
She's a strong
apologize.
woman.
Maybe
I'm not
if you
gonna apologize.
apologize, show
I'm
a
not
little
gonna
remorse.
apologize.
Maybe
I'm
she
not
could
gonna
go back to
apologize.
being
No.
whatever old woman she was.
That's why she's doing what she's doing now. It's a start. She's going back to therapy. She's going back to. It's a start. You know what I mean? I encourage her. That's enough right there.
You encourage her.
Yes, I do. That's why she's going back to
The
therapy.
encouraging calling her a bitch on my stage,
And
that's
how she
encouragement?
acts. That's how she acts.
If that's how she acts, why you want to be with a woman like that?
Because that's my wife, and I'm not going nowhere. That's why I married her. Through thick and thin, when all odds are against us, I'm still going to be right there. Nobody's not going to make me change, and I'm not going to change for nobody else. I'm changing.
You know what?
I changed when I'm ready to change.
I don't want to change you.
Okay, so-
you go back to being the dirtbag you want to be.
I'm not
I don't
a
care.
dirtbag. I'm not a dirtbag. That's the whole purpose. I'm not a dirtbag. I'm not a dirtbag. That's the whole purpose. It's a reason for everything I do.
There's a reason for everything
Yes,
you
it
do.
is. It's a reason for everything I do.
So why'd you sleep with another woman? What was that reason?
Because I was in the club. I had a little good time. I was interested in her. She was interested in me. We went telling things happened. And
So
she had my
can
baby.
your wife sleep around with anybody she wants to sleep around
Hells
with?
no. Hells no. She wouldn't either. She wouldn't even feel comfortable with herself.
Why is that?
Because she married me.
You tell her no one would want her?
Yeah, I told her that, of course. Nobody is going to want her because she belongs to me.
If she leaves you,
I got paperwork on her. She belongs to me.
What I want to know is, if she left you, who would want you?
Everybody I cheated on her with. How's that? Everybody I cheated on her with.
Does it make you feel like a man to abuse a handicapped woman? Does that
She's
make
not
you feel like a man?
handicapped. She's not handicapped.
Yeah, you
She's
made
not-
her lose a leg. You're the cause of it. You're the reason you
We're the cause of
handicapped.
it. It's
You
not a I-
handicapped
it's
a
not a
human.
I thing, it's
You
a we think
handicapped
thing.
a human being. And do you feel like a man when you're abusing her, when you're pulling her up by the hair?
I am a man.
Do you feel like a man when you're abusing your wife?
I am. Yes, I am.
Do you feel when you're dragging her out of
Yup.
that chair?
Yes.
When
Yes,
you
I do.
make her crawl?
Yup.
You make a woman who lost a leg because of your stupid actions?
Nah, hours, stupid actions.
stupid
Hours.
Does your wife ever get in your face like this?
Nah,
no, but I am. So what are you going to do about it?
You're not scaring
What are
me.
you gonna do
I'm
about
laughing at you. I'm laughing. You're amazing me right now.
Amazing.
You're amazing me. I'm not moved. What do you want me to move or be scared? I'm not. You don't intimidate me, Steve.
I keep walking up on you, and you keep moving back.
Because you're not intimidating me. You don't intimidate me.
No,
Nobody
you know what it is?
intimidates me.
You know what it is?
Nobody intimidates
You're a coward.
Never.
You're a coward.
Never. Yeah, never. It's consequences for what I do. So I wouldn't let you lead me up to them consequences. But I'm never a coward.
Yeah,
never
you're a coward.
I'm never a
You're
coward.
the definition of coward.
Okay, then that's what you say. That's what you say. I'm in your town, so you can say that. If you
Doesn't
was
ma-
in my town, you wouldn't call me a coward. You wouldn't.
I'll fly there tomorrow.
Okay. Then
fly
meet me.
tomorrow.
Listen, then guess what?
In fact,
Look, all you
know
gotta
what?
do is meet me at 32.
You know what? I will come see you.
Okay.
And what are you going to do about it then when I call you?
I want my power back. He's a dirtbag. He got a lot of nerve.
I'd like to be there when you take her wheelchair, make her crawl.
My been there. They didn't do nothing. So what makes you think you can do something?
They're dirt bags too. They're not doing anything.
They're not dirt bags. They just know how to mind their business.
I'll tell you what. Why don't you hop, bitch, huh? Why don't you
Nah.
hop?
No.
Why don't you hop
That looks good.
around? Take it away.
Hop to the chair.
Yeah.
Hop to the chair.
So I can stand up for myself.
So what? I can too.
No. Yeah,
Oh,
but your wife can't
Look,
stand up for herself.
You make that seem like I do that all the time. I do the same
your wife.
all the time.
With your wife.
Yeah.
With
I do
your
the same
wife.
all the time. I throw chairs. Look in the closet in here. She probably belong in the closet right now for that she just put on your show. Come on. What are you throwing a chair? What's that?
You can abuse a disabled woman, but
Anybody,
anybody, you ain't abusing me.
Because I'm on your show in your town. If it was my show, my town, it'd be my way. Huh? It'd be my way.
Oh, man.
It's reality.
It's reality.
It's reality. It is what it is.
You know what? The only way I can hurt you today.
Is
the
what?
only way I can hurt you today.
Can't.
Yeah,
It's
I
impossible.
can. No, I'm going to.
It's impossible.
I'm going to take your wife away from you.
You can't. You can't, Steve. It's impossible. It's impossible. It's impossible.
You've obviously been watching this whole thing. Yeah, he is. He's a despicable. He's one of the most despicable human beings I've ever met. Bad guy.
Yeah. I'm here to take my power back. I want my power back. He's a dirtbag. I want my power back. I want to leave your ass. I want to leave your ass.
I know you said that you wanted my help to help him
need
change.
help.
There's no, you know what? The only help that you need is to get away from that
him.
guy.
You're right.
There's no changing
You're
him.
right.
That guy's been a dirtbag for 10 years, and you put up with it 10 years too long. Now, the only thing I want is I want you to go out there, and if you want, go out there and demand an apology for this. He's never apologized to you.
He's never
And I'll help you.
apologized.
I'll help you get away from him.
Let's do this.
Let's go.
Let's do this. No, I got it. You got a lot of nerve. You got a lot of nerve. You got a lot of nerve. You got a lot of nerve.
But guess what? I will never say sorry. I will never say sorry. You brought this on yourself.
How dare
you brought this on
Look
yourself.
At you.
How could I apologize for
Look
what?
at you. How
Apologize
dare
for
you?
what?
I need an apology.
You know everything that was coming to you.
I don't care about that. I need an apology about this.
It'll never happen.
This.
It'll never happen.
What do you mean it'll never happen?
I'll never apologize.
Well, I need to leave you. I need to leave you.
But you can't.
I need to leave you.
And you won't. You can and you won't. You can't and you won't. So get back to you, sir. Washing yourself, cleaning yourself.
Let me tell you something. Yeah, I'm holding you. I'm telling you. You don't walk up. You know what? I don't care if she's your wife or not. You're not going to go up and intimidate her in front of me. Do you understand?
And you're not going to put your hand. Listen to me. I'm talking to her. That's my wife. I don't care. First of all, I'm not going to apologize.
Listen.
I'm not going to apologize.
You know what? You don't wipe the smirk off your face and shut up long enough to listen to her. You can walk back to Boston. Do you understand me?
I will never walk back.
Well, you ain't going to go back on my dime. I'll tell you that right now.
But I'm not
you ain't going to go back. Well,
but I'm not apologizing.
Then you stand there and shut up, or you can get off my stage right now. Shut up?
Go ahead. Say what you got to say.
Shut up.
Say what you got to say.
I'm not saying anything.
Okay.
I'm going to let her talk.
Okay.
So shut your mouth long enough.
Okay.
You need to apologize. You need to apologize to me.
It'll never happen.
Why?
Because you
Why?
don't deserve an apology.
What do you mean I don't
put yourself
deserve
in that predicament.
Because you were running from the police, the car hit me, I went into a coma, that's my fault? How dare you? You know what? I did marry you, all for all the wrong reasons.
It's not going to happen.
I need my power. Yeah, I do. I need my power back. You're
You see that? You see that on your finger?
I don't want to hear it.
How about for 5 seconds, drop the clown act, really? How about for 5 seconds, man to man, I'm looking at you, saying, how about finding something inside you? Really, think about your mother. Think about somebody you really care about in your life. Maybe your children. Think about someday what the horrible things that could happen to them that would tear you up inside. And look at your wife and say, can't you give her something that she needs? She loves you. This is the woman that you love, that you say you spent the last 10 years of your life. You can't look her and say, I'm sorry for what happened to you. You can't give her that as a human being?
No.
As a man?
You know what I can give her as a human being and a man? The courage to keep doing what she's doing. Go back to
You know what?
continue to
Shut
go to
up.
therapy.
Shut up and get off my stage. You get that. Get off. Go. Get going.
You need to apologize to me.
In fact, why don't you crawl across the stage after these schools? Why not drop the clown act for 5 seconds and apologize to her?
I'm not apologizing. She knew my lifestyle.
So
she knew
gives a
everything
damn.
about
That
it.
woman has
I'm not
suffered, and all she wants is
I'm
simple
suffering
apology.
Too. I'm suffering it too.
You know what?
I'm suffering
be a
too.
man and rise above it and give her what she needs.
I'm not apologizing, Steve. You're not going to make me apologize.
I'm not trying to make you. I'm trying to make you do it for your wife, not for me. I don't give a damn about
and guess
you.
what? Steve, you don't go through what I go through at home.
You know what?
You don't go through what I go through.
She lost her leg.
Okay.
You think about if you lost your leg.
And I lost, guess what? 11 years of my life in the penitentiary in prison.
Because of her?
Huh?
Because of her?
No, not because of her.
No, not because of her. You lost 11 years of your life because of the foolish decisions you're making in your life.
I'm not apologizing, Steve.
You know what?
I'm not apologizing.
I think, you know what? I do think you're a dirtbag and a despicable human being. But you can't tell me there's not something good in you, some kind of feeling.
I love her.
Well, then if you love her, then you can give her, I'm sorry.
I'm not going to give her, I'm going to give her encouragement that she needs.
Take some responsibility, damn it. I'm not do it for your wife. If you really love your wife, you can give her that. Give her an ounce of dignity, man.
I love her to death.
Well, then,
that's
if you
my
love
world.
her,
That's my all.
If you love
that's
her,
my world.
if you love her,
that's
if you
my world.
love
That's
her,
my all.
if you love her to death, you can say, "I'm sorry." That's all she wants. Look at your wife. That's all she wants. I'm sorry.
Come on, Steve. Let's go.
You go. Go tell your wife you're sorry.
Let's go. Give me a hug. I'm good, baby. I'm good. Okay? Okay? You're gonna be all right.
I don't know. I didn't hear you apologize.
Told her she's gonna be all right, and I'm sorry. And we're gonna get through this.
Just act with a little compassion. A little compassion. Put yourself in your wife's position. Even if she had 2 good legs, even if she wasn't disabled, if she wants a can, if it's a woman you love, you get her the can.
I love her to death. I just wanted to be independent again, Steve. That's all.
You know what?
I just wanted to go back to the old Portia.
You know what?
I'll give her the world. I don't know what I mean? I'll give her the world.
Maybe if you start treating her with a little dignity, a little respect, don't be physically abusive to her, maybe she can go back to being that person.
You know what it is sometimes, Steve? It's like what gets me going is when she questions me as a man, where I've been, who I'm with, why I'm with them. That's what gets me sometimes. It wouldn't lead up to me the way I treat her. I'm a man. If you marry me, trust me. Why'd you marry me if you didn't trust me?
Well, when
that
you're married,
leads up. That leads up to things.
When you're married, you don't act like a fool either. You don't go to clubs where you can get drunk and pick up women. Yeah. You know, honestly, I could sit here and talk to you and feel like I made some progress or I helped, but truthfully, it's not going to happen. 10 years. I can't ever make another man understand that when you have the woman you love in your car, you don't flee the police and put them at danger. You don't put your kids at danger. If you have somebody that you love and you're with, how about protecting them? How about watching out for their safety at all times?
What about mine? What about my safety? What about my safety?
You know what? You keep saying you're the man. I'm the man. And I don't think when I'm with my... What about my safety? I don't think about it. My children need them as their father to take care of them. My wife needs me as a husband to take care of her, to protect her. You know who takes care of my safety? Me.
Me too.
Well, okay, there you
take
go.
care of
So
my
then,
safety, too.
don't whine like a little child. What about my safety?
No,
You're the toughest guy in Boston. Nobody's ever kicked your ass.
Don't take it out of context.
You know.
Don't take it out of context now.
You know what? I don't know. It was nice that you came out and said he's sorry and, we're going to work through this. But the truth of it is, what man that loves anybody would call somebody that name?
That's what happens sometimes. It is what it is. I don't bite my tongue. I say what's need to be said.
Well, if you really mean what you're saying and you really want to change, do you want to change? Or you just want to keep being the way
I'm
you are?
going to change when Portia goes back to the old Portia.
So she's going to counseling and therapy. She's trying to make an effort, right?
Yep.
You said that.
That don't mean I need counseling and therapy.
No, I don't think you do either.
I sure don't.
But what I do is I'd like to see you get on your knees before her and tell her, why don't you I'd like you to get on your knees before your wife and tell her, say, you know what, don't ever allow me to treat you that way again.
On your knees.
In fact, why don't you crawl across the stage on your knees to her? So you won't do for your wife what you made her do for you.
I'm not crawling across no stage. I'm considering about getting on my knees and letting her know that things is going to get better. But I'm not crawling.
I can't do it. Get off. You're done. Get off my stage. Come on. Get off. Go.
I'll tell her right now. You want me to crawl? I'm not. What's wrong with me right here on my knees?
No, I don't know. You ain't gonna make an effort that I don't.
Because I'm not crawling.
That's right. I'm not gonna let you touch, see, do anything for your wife unless you do what I want you to do. I'll take her out for a nice dinner. I'll treat her real nice tonight. Why won't it happen?
Because she wouldn't go to dinner with you.
Would you like to go to dinner with me, Portia?
Yes.
There you go. Do you want him to crawl?
Let you know how it feels. To let you know how it feels. What you made me do to get what I needed, you need to do.
And what satisfaction are you going to get out of that?
I needed to get my wheelchair. I needed to get something to do what I needed to do.
But that's still not the question. What satisfaction are you going to get by me calling to you, saying sorry?
It's a beginning. It's a beginning. It's a beginning.
It's a beginning.
It's a beginning. Maybe if you felt crawl or leave. How's that?
What? Say that again?
Crawl or leave.
Crawl or leave. Where you going? You know what? I'm doing this for one reason. Because I love you, and we're going to get through this, and I'm sorry for being a scumbag and a piece. That's what I'm going to do. Okay? Because I love you.
Let me stand back. Could we add something to that? Could you get some therapy?
I'm going to be honest. I'm a little pessimistic. That's just my nature sometimes. And I'm going to give you all the help that I can. I promise you that. But this is the other promise. If you call me and say that he's still abusing you, I will personally get on an airplane, or because I'm moving real close to you, I will get my car and I will drive up and I will show up at your door with the police and have you locked up.
Have me locked up for what?
Thank you.
I hope that you start becoming a loving, compassionate husband. I would hope for your wife that you can accomplish that. I certainly don't think you want me showing up at your doorstep with the police. And there's no need for that. So why don't you take your wife?
I don't like authority.
Why don't you take your wife? We'll give you counseling and everything else that we can help. We're going to do that for you.
Thank you.
Snow, why don't you be a good husband and escort your wife off the stage?